I have just been playing around with these little mice. So I thought a little video tutorial, tiny little thing, just to kind of say, hi, we're still here. And then also just to show you how to make these really quick and really simple. Nice little thing to do. Well, the only tools I've got is I've got a bit of clay. I've got my sharp needle thing, so a cocktail stick, and then I've got this part of my tool, so a lollipop stick would be great for that. But that's it. I've got a little bit of water, but that's all I've got. Because like I said, we're just sitting on the living room floor to do it. So yeah, so don't need much. So to make your little mouse, what you're going to do is get some clay. Obviously, we're going to start with the body. So the amount of clay that you've got is going to determine the size of your mouse. You could do some big ones. You could do anything. We made these for a lovely little lady's birthday party. The theme was elephant and mice. So we made we painted these. I'd made some earlier. But yeah, I've been wanting to make loads since then, actually. Yeah, I think they're going to look good for Christmas. So I've got my piece of clay, and all I'm doing to get the shape of the body is just kind of rolling it into a bigger teardrop. So can you see how it's a bit fat, starting to say fatter at the bottom, thinner at the top. So you're just going to keep rolling it so that you've got something that looks like this. That's it. My clay is really dry because I've been mucking around and playing and just getting back to the feel of clay, really. So I'm just going to quickly smooth all my cracks over, because that was a really dry piece, it was just going to snap. So you've got something like this. So what we're going to do is just tap the bottom of your clay onto whatever you're working on. I'm working on the floor, but if it's the table or a mat or anything, just so we've got somewhere where your mouse can stand up. Okay, and what you're going to do then is just kind of decide where you want his nose. Can you, yeah? How big you want his nose to be. So I'm going to say that's pointed. I'm going to squish a little bit here, just to make him have a little bit of a flatter head. And that's where I've decided I'm just going to bend him over. Can you see the crack in my clay because it's so dry? So I'm just going to smooth that back over. Probably won't fire these guys because they might end up blowing up because there's that many cracks in them. So that's it. So that's all I've done. Got him looking. He's the perfect shape at the moment to make a penguin, isn't he, really? So that's your mouse body, just like that. So the next thing we're going to do is make his little feet. So his teeny tiny feet, can we see? Just there. So to make his teeny tiny feet, again, the size of the clay is going to depend on the size of his feet. So I want mine to be really small. So I've just got this little piece of clay here. I am rolling it into a ball, and then I'm rolling it with my finger to make a kind of little sausagey shape there. So I'm just going to pop it there. And I'm just going to gently pinch and flatten each side, just making it a bit rounder, because we're going to make the 2 feet out of this one piece. So now using my needle, whereas if you guys have got a cocktail stick or anything like that, anything sharp and pointy is perfect. What you're going to do is just draw into the clay some little paws, just like that. He's not very neat, but I don't think that matters, does it? Then what we're going to do is take our needle and we're just going to cut him in half. There we go. And then you've got 2 similar sized matching feet. So cute. So to stick your feet on, what you're going to do is you are going to mark make where you want his feet to go. So I'm just going to roughly mark make there and there. Okay, you're going to mark make his feet. Then if you are using clay that's going to be fired, feel free to use some slip here. I'm just using a little bit of water. Okay, so do that. We're going to pretend I've just done that with his foot. 2 little feet stuck on. Then you're just going to turn him upside down using your lollipop stick or any tool, really. You're just going to smooth and join his feet together so they stay nice and secure. We're going to join him all the way around. Don't worry about his joins not being too neat. We just want to make sure that they're solidly joined up. Can you see how rough and ready he is? But it's smoothed all the way around, so it's going to stay nice and joined together. So then feet, they're not falling off anytime soon. Well, unless they're not them. His arms are going to be done, where again, depending on the size of your clay, it's going to depend on the size of his arm. I've got a little piece of clay like this, and I'm just rolling it into a little sausage. Okay, should be that side I suppose really, so you can see it better. And then all I'm doing again is just kind of bending and flattening one end to make his paw. The camera's focusing more on my fingers than the clay to show you. Nobody wants to see my big blurry fingers when there could be clay to see. So here, so what you'll do to join on is you're going to cross hatch his arm, cross hatch where you want to join his arm on, and you're going to just plop it on. Pretend I've done that. I'm just doing this quick to show you. On his arm, that's it. And then as well as cross hatching, adding your slip and everything like that, you're just going to join and smooth his arm on at a certain point. I then kind of take some of the clay here and push it back up and then flatten that over almost to give him a little bit of a shoulder, a bit more definition. Okay, so you're going to do that twice, and then you're going to have his two arms. Then for his ears, I then take another little piece of clay, I roll that into a ball, and then again into a kind of sausage shape. And then if you break this in half, you're going to have similar amounts of clay to make his ears. So you'll get kind of almost too much in ears. So I'm rolling that into a ball, pressing it in between my finger and thumb to make some circles like this. And then I'm going to pop them on his head. Because they're so small, I'm not going to worry too much about cross-hatching. I'm just going to make sure where they go on his head, I'm just going to make sure that I really smooth the clay together. So I'm just going to drag one piece of clay to the other to make sure that it stayed really stuck on. And I'm going to do that on the front as well. Okay, so that's that. The next I am going to do is draw his little nose. So there is his face. I've got my sharp needle, and all I am going to do is just kind of press it on the side, just around the top part, just to give his nose some definition. His eyes, you can do your eyes anyway, you can make 3D eyes or anything, but for his eyes, I'm just going to draw two little upside down. I say upside down, it's not, it's upside down to me, not to you. Two little smiles to make his eyes. You could give him some eyelashes, anything. Okay, his tail is now going to be a piece of clay. Roll it nice and long into a worm. Plop him on. I tend to put a little bit underneath. Curve him round wherever you want to go. Smooth it down. Get your lollipop stick. Smooth it to the side like this. Join him on. But there you have a mouse. Mine's obviously got one arm, so now you can spend your time smoothing it. So if you wanted to make it really smooth, you could get a little bit of water, smooth edges down, use your fingers to smooth him down, and you could draw some fur on him. Lollipop sticks make great fur. You could do things like that. I've made one here and I've given him a little singing book, so this mouse is going to be singing. You could make little suitcases for them. You could do anything, but yeah, that's just a nice little thing to kind of do and to get into making some clay. So yeah, hope everyone's okay. I hope you're all keeping safe, and I'll hopefully see you all very soon. Bye guys.